fudge sandwich. Quick stream. Quick stream. Quick stream. Because I gotta run out. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Big ups to all the homies. What's up, Lito? What up, Rolando? What it do? T-Law. Fitness. What it is, what it is. Rolando says he's got a 400-day stake about to end. And what should he do with it? Y'all should let him know. Yo, if you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube. Go to my X account in about 30 seconds. And you'll see a link for this on YouTube, or you can YouTube with us. Zen lore is real, but the lore lives on YouTube. I don't make the rules. Maybe it'll leave one day. Maybe there'll be a social media that comes out on X1 chain that's highly hyper focused on live streaming or something, and all the Zen world community members move to that platform or something. I don't know. But yo, right now we over here. We on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Shoddy? Or Shorty 2010? What it do? What's up, Tree City West? Yo, shout out Tree City West. Cool stream last night. yes. That was a cool stream. You and Simple dropping some knowledge on the children. That's what we do here. What's up, world? Today is this, man. It is May 23rd. It is, it's not Thursday, though. Hold on. Damn, I was almost there. Today's a Friday. It's Friday, bro. It's Memorial Day weekend in America. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, some people, they got, like, 4-day weekends. They might have took it off. They took it off. Yo, look at this. This thing I got from the Solana conference. Actually, Zensu gave it to me. I don't know why, but he gave it to me. This shit, it says Posh or fuck Posh SVM only. What it do? SVM. I'm actually 100% SVM right now. Shit is tight. It's up. It's up. All right, you can try to act like SVM ain't up, man, but they got a lot of good shit going on, and it feels like a real tech environment. It's almost like now we're gonna have real tech show up in crypto, and either you're gonna be with it or you're just gonna be waiting around. But yeah, there's some really cool stuff coming through. It sounds like a lot of people in the space, in the industry, are all hyper focused on bringing more of this crypto culture to the masses, I guess, right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go back today, see some more people speak, kind of hear everybody's approach, and yeah, there's a lot of cool things. There's a lot of people building. There's a lot of people moving around, and we still have a very, very good place in this overall vision, and we, again, we kind of have Satoshi's vision included. But yeah, man, it's your boy Crypto Bruh, aka more world peace, the DJ / producer. I make the beats on the show. Sometimes I DJ on YouTube, but lately they've been hating hard, and I want to get my channel deleted, so I might not do it anymore, but we'll see. But yeah, man, I just fuck around in this cryptos, so let's talk about it. Right, we talk about Zen because that's the one. That one's up next. I mean, right now though, like if I was like we start off with the mainstream on this channel real quick, because it just sets the foundation of why we're here and how we can change it, right? Like if you're getting into crypto, if you're brand new, and you've caught the love bug, and that's the thing. I don't actually think a lot of people now understand the Satoshi story. We're gonna need a real movie of Satoshi where Keanu Reeves is like Satoshi or some dumb shit. You feel me? Like them motherfuckers would be like, yo, I saw that Keanu Reeves Bitcoin movie, man. I might get some Bitcoins because I fuck with that whole we gotta take back electricity or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But yeah, so again, Bitcoin, it makes a lot of sense. And that's why it has the highest market cap. So if you're new to crypto, that's what you do. You buy Bitcoin and you listen. All right. You might discover like ordinals. There's a little bit of DeFi over there, but you always get hit with the, 10-minute block theory, because that's all I got. Moves at 10-minute blocks. 10-minute blocks. And that's not really industry standard. You can't really use that blockchain, right? And then if below that, you're going to have Ethereum, the second biggest market cap in the overall crypto space. And yeah, ETH, battle tested in many hands, small supply, only 120 million, just like Bitcoin's 19 million or 21 million. Again, it's really about market share, or mind share, of how the token is created. Ethereum kind of lost its steam because it went proof of stake in the year 2022. So Bitcoin, since inception, has always been proof of work, which is essentially turning compute and electricity into a token. Like, that's the science behind Bitcoin. The science behind Bitcoin is SHA-256 looks for a zero. If it finds one, whippy, you get a Bitcoin. Dun, da, da, da. Right? And you can brute force the zero by adding more hash power. And hash power is just electricity. So Bitcoin game figured out, bro. But again, that's why it's so dominant in the mind share in crypto, because people really like that sovereign ownership, that ooh la la, and that ethos, unfortunately, is not flippable. Can't flip that. You can't make 5 companies off the Bitcoin and sell it, right? Maybe inside a Solana world, you can make a company inspired by Bitcoin, living in SPL. There was people there from Doge now where you can basically claim your Doge on Solana. Whatever, crypto is crypto. But yeah, the platform, the ecosystem, the L1 you land on is super duper important. And that's what Solana's bringing to the table right now. They are the next wave. Like how I'm saying XEN is up next, because if you're looking for a low cap project that potentially can change everything you've ever owned in crypto, right? Yeah, you should probably look into XEN and get really acclimated with its design, because it's designed at a higher level than anything in existence currently. Like I was talking to Zensu about this shit, and it feel like it going over his head, like he's so focused on X1 and shit. I was like, damn, like they don't really be thinking about XEN like this. And it's in good nature, because they got to build the chain. Like X1 chain is what you're going to see in the top 10. You're not going to see a XEN coin unless the world brings it there. And if the world wants to do that, then yeah, maybe that shit goes ah la la and surfs all the way up here. But currently in XEN world, that's what it's suffering from. It doesn't have any identity because people don't understand it. And if you really get it, then you're just a weirdo, because it's like, why do you keep doing it? And you don't have time to slow down. The amp is clicking. I ain't got no time to slow down and bring everybody along with me. It's if you're here, you're here type shit, right? So XEN world right now is kind of struggling. And I don't know why, but I got my positions. Right? Like lately, I've been setting buy orders essentially using liquidity positions, because this is why I like XEN so much. XEN, it's on optimism. You're getting the 2 cent, or you're getting the sub penny transactions. So you can move $200 and know like it's not going to cost you like $10 to take out your $200, right? So I'm okay with letting, these outer range, V3 positions just kind of sit like mines at the bottom of XEN while people decide what they want to do with their fucking coins. And this is the beauty of the XEN design, that over time, again, Ethereum, it'll be like XEN, even in base, like, see, in base, I think base is going to be a trader's paradise. That's how I'm gonna frame this. How should you frame this? No. So talking about XEN right now, because again, like, the funny thing is nobody's coin is actually going up. Only Bitcoin is going up, and it's back to all-time highs. So now people are going to be like, okay, cool, maybe my coin will go up too. But I think right now it's very fascinating that Solana is hodling. Solana is not really impacted. Granted, they have you know, something going on, you know, but they're not doing nothing. They're not selling Solana, bro. There's a whole bunch of Solana people, you know, being in Solana Disneyland. So I mean, unless it's hyping up Solana people to be like, I'm going to keep holding my Solana, which I think is a good thing. I think you want people to be hyped to hold the coin, right? So again, but it's the tech. There's so many connections. There's so much shit going on. 108 fully diluted, and then 8. There's so many 1/8. It's you know, it's right in your face. It's up to you. If you don't want to own any Sol, you don't got to. But I think owning Sol is a good idea. I really do think this one is the one that is up next. Like, XEN is up next, but Solana is up next. It's number 6 on CoinMarketCap. I don't ever tag it or nothing. I just use it, and it's one of the most stable blockchains. Like, if we're gonna throw the world a blockchain so they can come online, so we can increase volume or increase social traffic, then yeah, we probably are all looking for a Solana. And this is like where I think a lot of people, the emotions of what is happening is playing a factor in like people's decision making, because they don't understand the tech. Like, right now it's gonna pay to be a tech bro in crypto, because if you're around other tech bros, then you should know, like, everything's pointing at Solana. If anything's gonna run, it's probably gonna be that, and they got the memes. So it's a pretty fascinating thing. And this is great for XEN. Again, this is great for XEN because X1 is the first layer 1 fork of the SVM. With again, X1 is not competing against Solana. It's just like an olive branch version of Solana with more decentralization. I'm thinking of layer 1s as like gardens. Solana's like a financial hub. It's like if we actually had these gardens inside of cities, like the Solana garden is in the financial district. Like X1's garden, I could see it living more like in an art district because it's experimental, or a science side of, like, you know, like the West Science side of the city type shit. Like, that's like X1, all the fucking mirror skyscrapers, Neo Japan. Yes, that is X1. Like, so we're not in competition. We help their developers expand ideas, or again, possibly build on top of ideology or principle matter. Right? Maybe the Solana principles don't really speak to their design or to the way that they want to create. So they want to use X1 because it's just, again, the principle of being on a decentralized network, like a network pushing towards being as decentralized as possible using the Nakamoto coefficient. And yeah, like that's why I'm like, bro, like if everything going up, ETH should do all right. But it's just like, again, it's just like it's gonna do all right. All the Zen coins are gonna suffer until we flip the script. And that's kind of why I'm like, man, this shit is gonna suffer, bro. But we can't save it. We can't save Ethereum. That's like a whole different type of idea. Like, not one app is gonna save ETH. It's gonna be the way that this whole infrastructure is being put together with the super chains. That's gonna create a market for Ethereum, and Ethereum will become kind of like a product, something you have in your wallet. Here, let's look at some gas. Flame on. Yeah, man, you need to go burn some Zen if you're out there in the world. burnzen.com. The next one up is this one. Oh, wait, hold up. We got mintzen.com coming soon. So we got burn Zen where you can burn your Zen. And this has been going really well. And our community is pretty tiny right now. Like, there's not too many scientists in the lab. There's not too many scientists in this computer lab. But what's unique about our computer lab is that, again, it's experimental, and one of the hardest things in crypto is going to be finding some sort of token you can experiment with to try to just get an idea out, right? Get some DeFi into the ether so people can interact and see what is going on here, right? That's the flexibility of the Zen coin. We can burn it and turn it into anything. We can create game theory on top of this, burn it and turn it into anything. And then we can continue to do this as long as there is no X1 chain, because that's the speculation, right? So yeah, it's like either you're here to speculate or you're here to use the Zen. And I think, again, Zen is a great token for trying to like get people into crypto, especially on CBZen, because it's hyperinflating. The problem is until we can create these apps, we can create rails or places to land people so that they can find Zen, essentially. We can't get ahead of ourselves. Like, if we only got burnzen.com and mintzen.com, and then somebody comes out with stakezen.com, now we've got at least the next version of what is community dApp, right? And then maybe more community dApps will flourish and people will be inspired to want to build for Zen. And I think that's one of the most organic ways to build a new crypto asset, right? If you don't want a crypto asset that has the VC backing, that's why Zen is moving the way it's moving, right? It will be cycles for those that understand. And that's why I'm like, man, I'm not going to get out of CBZen now. I'm just going to wait until I can get a cycle in, because the psyche dies off, people disappear, and then they all come back because the numbers look good. So like on CBZen right now, it just dipped below the 40 on the daily RSI, but I would probably want to see it get, really sold off before I start to buy this again. So yeah, expect it to sell off, because the people don't understand. And I'm starting to be like, oh, that's the Zen cycle. Like, the Zen cycle is when it goes below the 40 and then you just buy and sell a top. That's it. And then one day, smell Zen, hell nah. What is that? It like scratch vision? Hey, here's an hey that sounds like a sick ass one. Yeah, for a streaming service, that'd be sick. So that's what I mean. Like, if we get really philosophical with the crypto world, no one really gets this deep. This is your boy Crypto Bro. I'm chilling, and shout out to y'all. Make sure you hit the like button if you're chilling with me. I'm just vibing right now, and I'm gonna get up out of here. But yeah, we're just chilling. But yeah, one of the crazy things about this Zen thing on a psychological level is that these tokens don't have a voice. So we create the stories for them. But the thing about the story is typically it comes rooted in someone else's vision. Now, Satoshi, again, we don't know who the fuck this person is. And I still think it's very strange that crypto got like an invisible person. Like it out of all the tech industry. Oh shit, my water cup. Hold on. Out of everything in the tech industry, like vacuums don't have an invisible fucking owner. You can see the Dyson owner. You go down to the Soho Dyson store, you're gonna walk in and see the founding owner of Dyson. But crypto gotta have a dude in a hoodie. Make it make sense. You know, so I do think, again, we're experiencing something that now it can be monetized, and people are stepping into the arena to monetize what's happening, because again, it can have its own thing. It doesn't really need VCs. Zen is an example of this, but it takes Satoshi's vision to really see it. And that's why, again, I'm down with the whole he's mysterious because he was dropping Easter eggs. It makes it like a game. But if Satoshi was really just a vision, then it's just the principles that made Bitcoin expensive. The beginning principles held the standard for a certain amount of time, and then that's when it topped, and everybody created new principles. Zen has never gone through this experience, and it's primed to actually manifest it on any channel or rail that it's currently on. I say rail because, again, we're going to burn Zen and go to X1 chain and go to SVM and have speed of light technology. If you don't want to have speed of light technology, just keep your Zen. Just keep it. Wait till the burn is over, right? The burn isn't going to last forever. That's what Jack keeps saying. So just burn it. My bro Lita said smoke Zen. You going to open up a smoke shop, the first smoke shop economy? You get, hey bro, a free idea. Yeah, bro, just sell like Zen papers and shit. It burns in for the fucking papers. You'll send them nationwide or worldwide. You can take Zen derivatives like Xburn, burn it down. That shit would be kind of cool. And then somebody just make like a mall, like a shopping mall. And we all just collab on like the first like world flea market sponsored by Zen, described by Crypto Bro. But yeah, we have the free market. We can do whatever we want. And that's the thing, all right? Like, let's see if anybody's mining Zen or minting Zen right now. I remember somebody in the SHIB made a channel that they used ad money to buy or to burn SHIB. IDK, if it actually burned, that's a decent idea. Yeah, see, like in Zen though, bro, I think we need a break. We're going to break through. We're going to break through the matrix. And people are going to want to be in our world. And they're going to see your coins as real estate. So like we won't have to sell or burn anything. Jack is setting up the biggest whammy. All we got to do is just keep making real estate. Keep making Zen, right? Keep making Zen. Keep making the real estate because you're here early. Damn. Somebody taking up the whole block over here. Maybe nobody's mining in the Zen world. There ain't no Zen miners. I showed Zensu this yesterday. But yeah, it looks like someone else is rolling the blocks on optimism. That means the Zen mints must have slowed down. But yeah, that's like what's funny about Zen. Like, it's coming directly from the blockchain. It's like you're sticking your hand into the blockchain and you're grabbing out your little piece and you can claim it in 400, 500 days or however many. You can claim it in one day, but you're just not going to get as much as you would if you waited. So this process, this distribution on an optimistic level, no, on an optimism level, it only happens at a very slow rate. So like right now, optimism, Zen is going through it. Look at this shit. I'm glad I'm here now because this is just pure comedy these last few days. I don't know who's trying something here, but this is the problem with cryptocurrency and why charts don't go up. It's not about the founder. It's about the community. Community is garbage. That's why I like consensus. Consensus is awesome, right? Sometimes chart got to go like this, just like whatever this look like. All right. So that people can realize like maybe I'm being a retard by trying to push down something that people want. Only in Zen crypto do you get to see the great debate. Right? We know you got the supply and the supply doesn't grow here. So we're looking at that. Like if you look right now, total supply, this thing went up 1 trillion in a day. That ain't shit. Trillion in a day? Damn, dump it already. But that's I'm just kidding. So technically, depending on how long people are staking for, which we don't know, this can go up as much as it wants, 14% of the stake amount. Or whatever, But yeah, we're like still figuring this part out. We don't really know yet, like, what is the staked? What is the total supply? And people are still making it and blah, blah, blah. But what we do know is what's currently happening, which is these G ranks. And a lot of people were making them, but then they kind of stopped and then it kind of dipped. And now they're back up. Let me swig this real quick. My wife is a hairstylist. I'm going to have to clean up and force her to accept Zen payments, BTC pizza style. Yeah, we should start a pizza shop. Zen, yeah. Pizza Zen. And then you can make the Pizza Zen app and then go to all your local pizza shops and you're the provider to help them take Zen. And we'll just go to pizzazen.com, type in our zip code and see which pizza spots take fucking Zen payment. And I'm like, all right, sick. Fucking pizzazen.com. Run it, bro. This is the economy. We get to make the economy, bro. There's nobody here. It's just us. And that's kind of why, again, I'm loving Optimism Zen because it's proving that people will get minting fatigued. Not everybody can keep up the mint, which means they'll fall off. And that's natural deflation. So really, we need to take this to the next level. And the next level in Zen is starting to try to compare it to months or quarters. And you can do that with Optimism Zen. And I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about before I jump out of here. What's up, Dank? Water boys. Water at the glass cup. Alaska. Oops, balance checker. I'm a quantum larpenchin. I don't know. I got here. I don't know if I just said that. Larprechun. Leprechaun? What? Oh yeah. What in the hell? Damn. I'm over here squinting. I'm like hitting it to Jimmy Butler. Yeah, make your, and then they can take what's worth $1 worth of Zen. And if Zen goes down because inflation goes up, then the pizza just goes up in more price, and the Zenian has to pay the price. Bitch, you want to pay Zen, you got to pay the price. Buy some Zen and hold it. Help the price go up. Nah. But yeah, that's kind of like where my next theory is on the whole Zen thing. If we really want it to work, we got to like try to treat it like maybe in quarters, right? So you have like 90 days, which is like 1 quarter. And maybe there's like 1 million users after you. Right, this is super small numbers. I think nowadays, like with the way that people can pump the G rank, especially once like mintzen.com is live, I'm hoping that the G rank can like get to like something like 14 million or something, because then we really get active, right? But once you set a ceiling on minted, on new users, minting, you got to keep it up, because if it dies off, it ends up like this, like what we're seeing now, which I'm calling minting fatigue, and then that hurts like everybody's bag. But again, I'm just laying out game theory on top of minting Zen, because you have to respect the G rank. The G rank is what controls inflation. It's like a timestamp to make sure that we keep track of everybody that comes through the Zen portal, right? This goes up when you make 1 VMU. So if you make 128 VMUs, this goes up 128, right? I don't know how often this one's updating. I think if you go to Zen.network, you'll see like, all right, 284 or 4,284. I guess it's still kind of the same. But yeah, this number basically goes up every time someone makes a VMU. And for you, like your place in line, when you go to claim your Zen, you want this number to be increased a lot. Because the minting formula subtracts the G rank from the C rank. So like here on this mint here, it's due December 14th, my little sister's birthday. Shout out to little sis. But on December 14th, I can claim this. It was a 508-day term. Now it's telling me the estimated Zen, because it's taking this C rank, subtracting it from this current G rank. So 219 million minus 159 million. And then it times it by 1 amp, because there's only 1 amp. And then it times it by the term days. So the term days is like what essentially is the power to print the Zen. But how much Zen you get printed is based on how many people come after your C rank. So the G rank is the most important piece to the puzzle. That's why I'm like, this is the fairest launch crypto to ever exist, because most tokens, they don't allow people to leave any stardust. Like everybody just can jump in and then they can make chaos and the coin looks all in shambles and then they just leave. But not in Zen, there's cycles. And every time there's Zenians or there's hodlers, the cycles get stronger and stronger because they hold their Zen, right? And that's why I'm like, oh, okay, optimism is expressing this at full volume. Now CB Zen, oh man, I love CB Zen because I understood this first with CB Zen. Like CB Zen was the first one to show me the beauty of the G rank, because we can blow it the fuck up, and that's what you're seeing on CBZN. You're seeing blown the fuck up G rank. 2, 3 million, 4 million. It ain't nothing. Give me the block space. Put my hand into your block and I'm gonna take some of that. Now again, this is creating an amazing amount of inflation, but it's also creating a wild ass max term up to 521 days. So that's the crazy thing about CBZN. CBZN, it has the max term learn, where it's like, oh shit, but if you pump the G rank, the Zen goes further out, which makes today's Zen very interesting, right? Because now you're really waiting. Like, your mints are going further and further out, and the more popular CBZN becomes, the further your mints go out. So what is on the DEX is going to be on the DEX for at least 500 days. It's cheap as fuck to burn. There's a whole bunch of it, right? You see that on XBurn. XBurn, 107 trillion Zen has been burned, right? So this shows you that there's not really any restriction as well to burn the Zen. So the burn parties are going to be the funnest on base. Everywhere else, everybody's going to be playing strategy, or they're going to be way too far away. Way too far away. And what do I mean by way too far away? CBZN is denominated in Ethereum. So even though it's hyperinflating and it's easy to dump, like I said, it's just as easy to pump and burn. So I'm very curious to what is a market cap, what does this look like at a $1 million market cap when it's very easy to make and very easy to burn and everybody's in profit? Does it continue and just take over base and disrupt base so abruptly that they have to shut down the claim function, essentially? Or not the claim, it'd be the mint. Oh wait, no wait. Yeah, it'd be the claim. Or at least that's what I would advocate for. I would advocate that they allow us to claim our coins, because that's half the gas to start the mint. And they can just kill the mint. And then it would make CBZN a cap supply. And then it would say the same for a lot of the Zens. It would almost bring up the question of, like, should these blockchains stop us from what we're doing, because it's kind of unethical to their business model. Like, if I'm at the Solana thing and I'm like, if I set up a booth right now, like, yo, let's steal the block. Like, I'd be the only person in the fucking conference trying to steal a block. And then I'd have to explain it to everybody what the fuck I even mean by what the fuck I'm saying. Right? So what we're doing is very new, is niche. No one in crypto is doing it. And right now, all it's like going through essentially is price discovery amongst community. Whatever the community wants the price to be, it'll be. Because if you started to buy it because you understand it, right? Like in Optimism's in, there's just not enough supply, essentially. It's not moving. If you take away this right here, you can see the supply has not moved. Now, if we look at CBZN, we can clearly see that this supply took a large dip, and then a large amount of inflation happened, and it's been rising ever since. It's recovered actually from that dip of disinflationary concepts when everybody was hyper focused on CBZN again. Like, it seems all the attention is moved to Optimism Zen, because I think it's a better PMF, product market fit, for the Zenian. And it really is. It's what we're actually yearning for, that we can do on X1 chain. Like, when X1 chain comes out, we can do Zen again, and we can do it perfect from the jump. We can do 300-day AMP from the jump with your XNT. Wadadi. This one's going to be on CoinMarketCap. This one's going to be on Coinbase. This is the one. This is the one that's going to have all the things. I don't know. I mean, yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's like, when you start saying all that shit, this is the one that goes to Coinbase, like, it turns into like all this crazy shit. So if you want that, maybe that Zen is on X1 chain. It's not in Ethereum. Maybe the ETH one will always be a lesson or something. So yeah, you just got to play it smart. And I think again, Optimism Zen is the one that we're eyeing. This is the one that if everybody like funneled all their if everyone funneled into Optimism Zen, it would do nothing but go up, and it would. Optimism isn't really hitting when we talk numbers on volume and the whole deck scene. Like their deck scene, they're only got 80 million, so it kind of just, again, that's what I mean. Like everything is loud, but it's not like yeah. But we're right up here, and who's to say Zen won't be the coin to bridge people to optimism? I don't know. I don't know. That's up for everybody else to figure out. I'm gonna stop with Pulse Chain. Oh my god, and move to CBROP. The chain is trash, or maybe it's a wallet issue. IDK, but I'm willing to find out. Damn. I mean, yeah. Shout out Pulse Chain. That means it's about to go up, bro. I might have to just put that into the quantum space so that both angles are at play. Once you say you're gonna get out of something, it goes up. So make sure you still got a little bump back on the side. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this looks good. As long as if people in Pulse Chain get behind it, it's up. And that's why I'm like, yo, if everybody let go of ETH Zen, that shit would just start to go up, because you don't need to worry about it no more. Like when X1 is live, it's gonna go up with it. So when there is no X1, you might as well be holding, because it's a hobby or some dumb shit. Like you're not, if you really ethically believe in Zen, you should be preaching how it works more than how much you hodl of it. That's how you make an impact in the community. You want to go out and tell people how much freedom you have with this coin, rather than how much decimal points you have of this coin. Because when X1 comes again, the fight, it turns into the mediocre, blockchain. And that's why, again, it's like, what is the real angle here for X1? Like if you want the glamour, maybe that's why I'm like, yo, if you want the glamour, maybe you look at Solana. Because Solana's glamorous. It's going to have everything. All of it. I'm about to go to the conference right now and go and sit down and listen to people talk crypto shit. I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, like, is this X1? Is X1 a conference like this? And this takes a lot of energy. It just doesn't happen, There's a lot of moving parts. You feel me? Like, it. Go watch Silicon Valley, bro. That's probably the best nerd thing you could watch to explain how stupid all this shit is. But why Solana fits the perfect product, or the PMF, the blockchain of right now for solutions. People have problems, they want solutions. And you're just not going to get that on EVM. EVM is too busy trying to build with the crypto connoisseur, but the crypto connoisseur just has crypto. They don't actually have fiat. They don't have the money from the outside. You know what I'm saying? Their money's all inside. That's, again, what Solana's about to do. They're about to bring in a lot of outside capital into the crypto space. $181 for a token. I don't need to fucking shill this shit. It's in front of your face. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. Right? I'm only holding ETH because of Zen, dude. Fuck. That's why I'm like, yo, does Zen really win? Like, after all this time talking about it, is the win understanding the formula, or is the win actually having the coin? That's going to be everybody's ask themselves over the weekend. But yo, Bitcoin all-time high still. let's fucking go. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.